Hey guys, it's Jimmy here, and welcome back to our anime reaction. Today, we finally got the first episode of Reincarnated Slime Season 3. That's right. If you guys did not know, I actually saw one of the episodes got leaked by Crunchyroll, which was crazy to think about. And supposedly, they've already got leaked again. So I don't know what's going on with Crunchyroll. I don't use the service, but this is one of those things where like you're kind of concerned because if the episodes get leaked, information get leaked. So yeah, good thing I don't have a Crunchyroll subscription anymore and all my information's changed for that. But besides the point though, the first episode they technically released was a freaking anime recap. Can somebody tell me why they did that? Like, I saw the episode, my friend told me the episode's out, and he said, oh, but it's a slow-paced episode. Brother, that was a recap, bro. You cannot say that's a slow-paced episode. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit annoyed by it, and I think you guys completely understand where I'm coming from if you just saw the episode, because it was kind of ridiculous. But besides the point though, we're gonna check out the new episode here today to see what is going on with the third season of Reincarnated Slime. If you do enjoy today's anime reaction though, make sure to smash like button, get subscribed so miss some future anime reactions, and of course I will be breaking this down for YouTube. So if you do want the full length reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon, get full length anime reactions, exclusive anime reactions, and so much more. And for right now though, let's get into it. Bruh. Okay. So it looks like we're resuming from last episode, from when we defeated Clayman and stuff like that from the second season and final. And our boy is now part of the Octagram, which is the new current demon lords and stuff like that. And so they're at a dinner party now. Bruh. Seems as childish as ever. I find that so funny that he's stopping Milim from drinking, but at the same time too, it's like Milim's technically like 1,000 years old, right? Or is Milim really young? I don't know, but either way, it's funny that he's trying to stop her from drinking alcohol because, like, technically she is a kid. Bro. Oh, well, that fairy's drunk. Hermina's got drunk from one cup. Then again, she's like the size of the cup, so like I'm kind of not surprised either. I'm curious to see like how the new anime opening is, because I heard the music originally. I thought the music was all right, but I'd be curious to see like what you guys think of it as well. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of the new season anime opening. But yeah, no, dude, I just want to quickly say this though. Oh, wait, there was something I was gonna say, and my brain really had an idea to talk about, and now I can't remember. Just annoying. Dude, Diablo's probably my favorite character in the series because he's so mischievous and like there's so much unknown about him. That's what I like about him. My question: what is in the ice? Like, who's in the ice that she's like Valentine's so curious, like interested about? That's my question. I never really understood that. Is it supposed to be the original hero, or is it someone else? Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good. Bruh. It's interesting when they do like side frames. Oh my god, Diablo's a menace. Oh my god, bro, I love Diablo. I remember this from the manga. That part's gonna be fun. Bro, oh, we're getting, dude, there's so many characters getting interested in the third season. Like, I read the manga, and supposedly this is based, I think it's based off the light novel, correct me if I'm wrong. But like, they're introducing so much shit this season, which is gonna be so exciting. But I find it so interesting that the art style change when they do a face up design, it's very like detailed, but then when they're doing fast paced, it's like very minimal, if you know what I'm saying. Then in that opening, the opening like had some moments that looked rough, but I think it was because the way it's laid out, the style. For what? How did Diablo just sneak by? I didn't even, dude, Diablo just slithered in. Everyone's now recognizing him for his comeback and also getting a Demon Lord title. Dude, Diablo is one of the most sus motherfuckers because he's like really like down bad for Rimuru, like a god. He like worships him as a god. But at the same time too, he's probably more stronger than Rimuru based on everything we know. But I'm not entirely sure either if he's stronger than Rimuru.
DIABLO よ、貴様はなかなかに義理がたい男のようだ。DIABLO、お前は食べないのか？情報の対価としてお支払いしたのですから、気遣いは不要でございます。
Wait, what did information Diablo give Veldor give the Diablo?
何回分で情報を売った？1回、2回、3回だな。ベルドラ。
3? Bro, Lily does not need to eat because of the fact that he's like a body or monster. Technically, he's not. Is Veldora, but he isn't technically alive, so he doesn't technically need to eat. But he still has all its normal senses because of his taking over the doll that he's using technically. But it looks like our boy got sold out by Veldora to Diablo. That's so funny, bro. The Diablo is such a mischievous guy. Oh, looks like he did something else. Damn. Dude. Oh my god, poor Veldora, bro. Oh my god, dude. I love their chemistry as friends. It's honestly so freaking fun and so freaking good. I feel like the art style is slightly better this season. Maybe that's just a me thing, at least. It definitely feels like they put a little more attention to detail, but maybe that's just a me thing. Oh wait, or it looks like we're getting a recap what happened to the people from the army that he took care of. What? Bro, what?
どんなスキルを使えばこうまで法則をねじ曲げることができるやら。少々荒領事になります。耐えてくださいね。
Wait, what? The Diablo healed them, but like for some reason they weren't able to heal properly because of the properties. They didn't. He used an OP skill or boy Rimuru and had like some other properties to it. I don't remember the degree to it, but let me know in the comments down below what it was. But it looks like this guy was revived by Diablo, and now he feels indebted. Oh, looks like we got the guy he fought before Diablo when the guy realized he was like, he was a menace. He was one of those 7 demons. That's so funny, bro. Dude, Shin just destroy this guy. I find it funny this guy actually realizes how much they fricked up by attacking this kingdom. As soon as he realized, like, yeah, they're a menace. But then when he saw Diablo, he's like, so this demon was able to serve someone because they're so strong that they don't technically serve anyone. It's like waking a sleeping lion or a sleeping demon, which is actually crazy to think about. It looks like this guy's gonna work for our boy. I just know this king has no position like to take any advantage of the situation. This king's just royally screwed. See what I did there? Interesting. Dude, even the king knew like Razen was right. So it looks like all three of them are now under his contract. Dude, I just know for a fact bro has access to the royal mage of that kingdom. He has access to the king, and he has access to the church. Bro has three really big pawns to actually work with as things in this category. Even this boy knows, like, dude, they're actually kind of a menace. Like, he doesn't know what happened in that carriage, but all he needs to know is like, yo, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? The Diablo is just in the background lurking, and our boy Riz is getting a brief background check on what's the situation. So it looks like they're using the excuse of the Veldora Awoken as a way to kind of say, like, yeah, everyone got screwed because Veldora got awoken reborn. So that's why, like, they're like, what the hell's happened, dude? So this whole kingdom's in a mess right now. Diablo is probably so happy with the results because he literally has everything he needs to push our boy into the throne, or the champion. I forgot the guy's name though. Diablo is so happy with this all, bro. He wants them to step so hard for Riru, bro. Oh my god, dude. Bro, that's so funny.
皆様もご存知でしょう。魔物どもの主であるリムル様はジュラの大森林の名手だと。それは勝手に自称しているだけではないのか？自称などと。
Bro, Diablo's like about to snap if these guys do anything stupid or disgrace Rimuru. They even know that for a fact. It's gonna be a complete shit show. That's so funny, dude. I love how everyone in this situation is realizing that Rimuru is like a menace because he has so many strong creatures backing him. That's the only reason. That's why they're making the assumption that's how he was able to associate with negotiate with Rimuru. And on top of that too, like they're going over like Rimuru's past accomplishments and they're understanding like, yeah, he's beat an Oracle, he's helped him as a champion and he's friends with him. So like they're kind of like saying like, our boy is a monster, but he's also a menace, but he also is pretty chill with everyone he works with. So like there's no other thing. But dude, do y'all, if anything say something stupid about Rimuru, like the boys who are his new servants know for a fact they're royally screwed. That's why they're sweating. They're not sweating because they understand like how dangerous the situation is. They're worried because of the fact that like one of the seven primordials are right behind them. Bro.
まずは俺の話を聞け。死者は宣戦布告もせず、異世界人を送り込んで暴れさせたらしいな。俺は戦争の仲裁に出向いたんだが、それを聞かされて唖然としたぜ。
You know what I find so funny is that Diablo's aura is literally right behind this guy who's talking. And this guy is not that strong, but it's so funny that like they're realizing like it's just like everyone else knows it's Diablo's aura, but it's also his aura. This guy was about to die. Everyone in that room was about to die for a second there. The only reason they did not die is because that guy literally throws his mouth shut, quite literally. Bro, Diablo's such a menace, dude.
私の名はディアブロ。 偉大なる我が王リムル様の忠実なバトラーですよ。
I find it so funny the vase is literally shaped as Rimuru or this Tao.
陛下、その薬は。
我が国の特産品のフルポーションです。極上の回復薬ですよ。ご気分はいか
Bro
が
was
ですか？
bought back by just a healing potion.
助かった。感謝する。
さてファルムスの王よ、我が王であらせられるリムル様より伝言があります。
聞こう。魔物の国の使者殿。
では
This guy knows for a fact that like he doesn't know in position to do anything. He just has to listen to their demands. Because this whole incident. It looks like they give them their options: either become a vessel state, that or go to war with them. And of course, if they go to war, they know for a fact they're royally
リ
screwed.
ムル様には関係ない。いいですか。つまらない小細工を浪しようなどと考えないことです。返事を先延ばしにすることも許しません。1週間後に返事がなければ戦争の意思ありと受け取ります。いいですね。それではせいぜいよく考えて返事をするように。という感じに揺さぶりをかけておきました。
あれを見せちゃったの？
はい、恐怖心を植え付けるには最適と判断しました。
Dude, I just know for a fact Shion feels so good about her work because she got the payback, and Diablo had so much fun manipulating them and toying those people. He just had a great job, dude. And then he got some money out of it too, so he's like stacked. That's smart from Diablo. Looks like Diablo kind of put them in a situation that will benefit them no matter what, but also will benefit them too, because like they have no army now, and they also have no way for the nobles to like do anything and forfeit. So it's more likely the king's gonna give up the throne, and our boy is gonna take the throne, the champion instead, which is very smart and strategical. And then it's like, bruh, that's hilarious. They got money out of it too, which was stacked.
適当な支払い先もないでしょう。
Sheena has no idea what the hell they're talking about. She's just so cute. It's so funny. They're talking about this business stuff. And of course, like, he's asking what he's plotting, dude. And then, like, Sheena's like kind of a bystander. Like, what's going on, guys? Okay, sure, yeah.
それで勝てるんだろうな。次に王になるやつが他国を巻き込んで連合を組んだりしないか？
周辺諸国からはフューズ殿やガゼル王が圧力をかけ、睨みを聞かせております。ですので、その可能性は小さいですが。
What a bro.
自ら参戦する予定ですので、ご安心ください。
It's so funny that Rimuru saw his friend like in the dumps, and he's like, "Okay, I'm not that ruthless. I'm a bro. I'm gonna hook you up with the sweets, dude." Good guy. Diablo's a menace. I love Diablo so freaking much, dude. Okay, can I just say first of all, Shion got the payback. Like Shion wanted to get for her like boy the payback that she wanted, because you know for a fact our boy Rimuru had like a few rules when he started out this whole journey of building his kingdom. First was to build a kingdom where everyone can like live together, be chill, and one of the rules was like if he had to defend his place he would, but he would try not to kill humans unless he really had to. And he broke one of his 3 forbidden rules. I don't think that was the exact 3, but the last one was one of the more important ones. And of course, like he had to like sin his hands, if that makes sense, or put blood on his hands. And Shion didn't like that because she sees him as like a guardian for them, or like not like their king and stuff like that. And she loves him, by the way, absolutely freaking loves him. Not like only as loves the king, but like, you know, loves. And if I had to pick out of Shion or the other girl, like, well, you know, the 2 Onis, I'd probably pick Shion. Even though her cooking isn't the best, she has that new skill now that lets make anything taste good, so I don't particularly care if that's the case. But man, she's a baddie, you know what I'm saying? And you know for a fact that she likes her boy so much that when he realized they could destroy that war, she absolutely butchered them to absolute pieces, but for some of her skills. And even Diablo realizes like that this girl is a menace because her like some of her skills, those on top of Rimuru's, kind of like defied all healing methods that he had on hand, and so he had to resort to other methods of actually like healing them. Whether this was the full heal potion, probably some other methods, some forbidden method. All you know for a fact though that they got absolutely bodied, trampled, and then literally torn to absolute bits from the ground up, and then they were rebuilt. But it's so funny that Diablo's like, oh, okay, so you're gonna work for me now, and because he wants to put the champion as the king of that nation now because of the fact that they're going to fall into shambles at this rate. And by doing so, he'll make an ally with them, and then they'll be chill with each other, and then they'll never go to war again. Then also have a way to communicate with the human kingdom that's actually like chill with them. But I saw it so and funny because like that's not what's really too important to me. Like, yeah, you get access to another kingdom as your teammate now, but the big thing is Diablo has access to 3 servants with really high values. Like, think about it like this: if you had access to these 3 people, you could do a few things. First of all, he's got access to a bishop from the church, from probably the same church that Valentine's from, which is pretty important information just in case if anything goes wrong with the church or anything was to happen with the church. He has literally direct information from that, which is pretty nutty in itself. And I assume that's gonna more likely happen because like the church is on his butt now, Rimuru, so he'll probably be a key play in the next role. And then the second thing is he's got access to the king, so he literally has royalty. So you get that's a big. You have the king. You have a lot of places you can do with that because it's on your contract. And then on top of that, he has someone who's probably the strongest person in that kingdom working for him, like who has really high values and also high achievements that even the nobles really recognize. Like, yeah, this guy, even though he isn't like a noble, he's someone who's part like the king's right hand man, or someone who's a administrator for the king, that you cannot ignore him, if that makes sense. Like, he has such powerful individuals in the palm of his hand to pull the strings on his kingdom. Like, Diablo is plotting and he is cooking. I'm just saying, Diablo's a menace. I absolutely love him. He's one of those characters that we got introduced in the story who's always mysterious and stuff like that, and he still is very mysterious, even like in the manga and stuff. And I think in the light novel they go over it more, but I still think his lore is still like so I'd be curious to see like what's his full background, you know what I'm saying? But he's also a menace too, because you know everyone for a fact, if they messed or this belittled Rimuru, they were all done. And you saw everyone's other face when they were started to talk about it. Diablo was about to snap. And it's so funny that everyone beside him was like realizing, shit, we're screwed. Besides the guy who's the champion, he's like, yeah, if shit goes south, Diablo's gonna stop. So he had to step in and make sure nothing bad goes wrong with that. But yeah, no, even Rimuru realizes like Diablo's plan is really, really good. And it's funny that Diablo recognized that he recognized it. And he's like, oh, just more reasons to love you or worship you. Dude, this episode really focused on Shion and Diablo, and I absolutely loved it. And damn, they are absolute menaces. And Fedora and Rimuru's friendship is just hilarious, and I'm glad to see that back. And we get to see more of it, because like when we ended off last season with him getting like Fedora revived his friends and he intervened in the whole event, that was probably the best in the world. Besides, like, on top of that, using like Kamehameha and the Rasengan, like that shit, when I saw it, that shit was amazing. But this was on a whole nother level. Like, this is really good. I'm really looking forward to what the third season has to bring for us, and the fight scenes too. If it's as good as the manga, it gets into the light novel, it's probably gonna catch up to the manga this rate. It's gonna be absolutely wild. But yeah, what do you guys think about this first episode? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really happy with the results. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I'll see you guys back here for some more anime. Until then, have a great day. GMAN out.